Haha, only joking. You are locked into Never a Foul. Suits we all good this time? Show me a sign.
Sounds a bit mad.
How mad? We sounding all good? Talk to me, Suits, real quick.
We'll see what the comments are saying.
Yeah, tell us how we're saying if the sounds are good. You're locked into Never a Foul, Man Cave. This is episode 1. We haven't been live for a while, so we're just checking how the sound is. Soups, if you could keep me updated, please, on how the sound is. But yeah, sorry we have been off your screens for a while. But we're back and we're here each and every Wednesday, 10 till 11-ish, debating football. And it's not going to be the usual podcast. It's just talking about what is going on yesterday or the day before. The plan is to have them legacy debates, them long-term debates. And we're not going to change the panel. We're going to keep the panel regular. We're going to rotate our family. So it's only right that first and foremost with me this week, I have my right-hand man, the man himself, the man that I hope is nodding at me saying it's sounding all good now.
All good. All good. All good.
Saying that with chest?
Saying that on my chest. All good.
All right, cool. And then next to him, Thiago's father.
What's going on? Yeah, the father's returned, didn't it? What's good? I'm back, man. Back in the cave. Nah, it's good to be back. Obviously, it's been a long extended break, so it's good to be here discussing, you know, the legacy debates as we spoke about. But today is a big one. This is a huge one because when it got put to me, I was sitting there thinking to myself, "Nah, you can't do that because it's ridiculous."
You know what? But we'll move on to that in a minute. And then on my left-hand side, another, you know what? These are all family tree. It's our biz from Trafford Tunnel. Actually, sorry. And it's Thiago's father from...
You've got to get in the camera a little bit.
Yeah, man. Busy.
Let me move over. You know what? I thought there was a third camera. So yeah. Thiago's father from Red Sea Podcast, importantly. And then we've got the man himself, DJ R-Biz.
Yo. What's going on? We're back. AKA Bisram Glazer, AKA one half of Keenan and Kel, you know.
Okay.
Trafford Tunnels, buy this. We're here, man. Yeah, man. You know what? This is one topic that I can't be biased about because really, my ballers that are in it, they've been a bit meaty. To be fair. So I can't be biased on this one. So
you've not got no top tier ballers.
Nah, I ain't. So yeah, man.
Just check Suits. We sound all good, yeah? I can be confident with that now, yeah? Right, okay. So, right. This topic right here, when I decided we were going to do the cave slightly differently and we were going to kind of, instead of talking about, firstly, we're not going to debate Trent and any other fullback ever.
Again.
I'm never debating them with anyone, right? And that's not slander on Trent. I'm just sick of that debate. This was one that really, really sprung out to me because there's so many people have opinions on it as far as Chelsea will say Cesc. Arsenal will say Cesc. Which period of Cesc was better?
Yeah.
City fans will obviously say Silva. Some of you might think this is mad. I've had the debate with Arsenal fans, Cazorla, with chest. Yeah, with chest. No names, but with chest.
Oh, man.
Who else is there? I'm missing one. Matter. I think gets overlooked for me sometimes.
Yeah, I think his Chelsea time was sensational.
Absolutely. And then who else is in the list? Arteta. We've got to throw Arteta in the mixer, or do we?
Maybe.
I thought Arteta was good though.
Everton, he was
good at Everton.
Not
Arsenal. He's definitely an Everton legend.
He made the wrong move from Everton. He made the wrong move.
Who else we got, Soups? Who else? Remind me who else.
So Jamino is saying in the comments, and don't forget, get your comments in. He's saying we all know the best ever Spanish midfielder in the Premier League history is Dani Ceballos.
You know what? He's not. I haven't even put him in the mixer. Let's be 100. I haven't,
because he doesn't deserve it. Can we edit that comment out?
Actually, you could have put that.
He knows. Go back to row.
Who's that other one that we had? Came from our academy. Then Arsenal snapped up on a season loan or half season loan or something.
Oh, I don't even know.
Who was it? It was he's got a baller's name, but he's not. He's got.
He's just not a baller.
No, he's got the name of someone else. Arsenal fan. Nah. Suarez.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Spanish? Dennis Suarez. Was it Spanish? I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we're going to do is, right, first, actually, if you are locked in, thank you for sticking with us through the summer. It's never a foul. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure you subscribe to Trafford Tunnel and Feed the Goat and the Arsenal Way and all the other subs. And the Red Sea, give them a sub, why not? Soups, any comments you want to get into before we really get cracking?
Yes, please. So big up Carl Rossi. He's saying smash the likes up, people. So absolutely listen to him. Smash the likes. Don't forget to subscribe, like Dap said before. Smash the likes. Uncle Chris is saying big up Carl, legendary business every time, lad, as well.
Lads, Chris is almost sounding mank there.
Big up, lad. And then, yeah, Chris is also saying intro. So good. We have to play it twice.
Amen.
Got a wheel up on that, yeah?
Got a wheel up. Big up Josh as well. Locked in, locked on.
Catch Josh here next week. You know what? We haven't got Chelsea here this week, Josh, so you're going to have to ride for Chelsea if you want to ride for Chelsea. Right.
I can't wait to get Josh in here. Big up Umar as well. He's saying what an intro as well. Claudio as well. Putting up fire emojis on that.
So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do it like a tier list, first of all. And then once we've done the tier list, we're then going to kind of go over maybe some talking points and maybe I'm going to school some of you on some people, right? However,
Here we go. This guy knows you've got Xabi Alonso in there, innit? Like, come on.
Go on. So what? Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's do the tier list.
Yeah, I'm ready to school you on that one.
Let's do the
Right,
tier list, man.
so guys, you need to be my eyes. I need to share screen. Soups, what am I going to share screen, please? There we go. Perfect. Right. So here are our titles. We have the number one. The top of top is the GOAT. There can only be one. Below that, we have the fan favourite. You know what? I'm not sure in here who the fan favourites will be yet, but we will see.
We'll see.
Then we've got thumbs up. Now, thumbs up is like, nah, he's all right. Yeah, he's good. He's good. You know what? No, I'm gonna. The way thumbs up was before was 6.5 out of 10 week in, week out. Right? It's just that them consistent ones, them good but not goats.
Yeah.
Then we've got Spursy, right?
Right, big up Callum and them, man. Innit?
So Spursy's just like, yeah, they're how can I describe Spursy?
Just meaty week in, week out.
Meaty. There we go. Meaty. Have like a good 6 games or something, and then
Nah. Just meaty week in, week out, man.
Not full of a little bit of promise, but just
never really hit the potential. Yeah.
Spursy,
That's
innit?
Spursy, innit?
I actually was going to say the one above Spursy, the thumbs up would be Spursy +1. Like, but
I don't know if Spurs ever get a thumbs up. But, yeah.
and then we've got Too Early.
I like that one.
That's the ones that you maybe can't judge. I bet you like that one.
Yeah,
you're already thinking.
Yeah, I know who's going in there.
We know who you're putting in there.
I know who's going in there.
And then we've got the Farmers League. And the Farmers League is, like...
I know who's going in there as well.
Them meaty French players that Arsenal sign.
Xabi Alonso's and stuff like that. No, I'm joking.
Your Coughlins and them man there.
Yeah,
Guendizis.
Yeah, them boys. Them kind of boys.
Right. So, we will start off with... Because we're going to start off kind of... Before we get into the big boys, we're going to start off with the... Oh, I nearly burnt myself there. We're going to start off with some of the ones that maybe aren't the first ones that spring to your mind. Now, the first one is going to be my main man, one of our best players this season. For those of you that don't know, I'm a City fan. Ooh. So nice, I had to press it twice.
You did. You had to press it twice.
Rodri.
Yeah, well.
Talk to me, boys, because you don't want me to talk on Rodri. I might be here for a while.
All right.
Let's go, James. Yeah, we say it.
You know the thing with Rodri, right? Is he's a pace setter, innit? Like, he just goes about his business quietly. He's not one of them players which are just at the forefront of the game. He just plucks away quietly. But every team's got them ballers. Every team's got them unsung heroes. And Rodri is one of those for me. I think personally, he hasn't got a legacy in the league yet because he's just started. He's just getting started. But I think it would be unfair to turn around and say that it's too early because what's he into his 3rd season now? Yeah. This is his 3rd season.
Second? Is it second?
No, this is his 3rd.
This is his 3rd season. So it would be an injustice to put him in too early, but I can see why he would be a fan favourite. because in that respect, you have to respect his ability. You have to respect what he brings to the game. He's a playmaker. He gets on the ball. He affects things. So you have to respect it. But you can't throw him in GOAT.
I'm a fan. I'm not trying to be
can't throw him in
GOAT
GOAT because that's restricted for only a couple individuals on there that can even get into that conversation. Fan favourite, potentially. Thumbs up, potentially. And Spursy would be a total insult. And anything below that would be an insult, personally.
This
So,
what you say.
wait.
Yeah, I'll say it's got to be thumbs up, really.
Thumbs up, not fan favourite.
Okay, so one of the comments is from C. Big up C. He's saying Rodri, Farmers League.
No.
Whoa.
Who's that? C.
Yeah.
What?
CEE.
Is that one of the man that you brought over from Trafford Tunnel or something?
Rodri Farmers League. Nah, he's not.
Yeah,
man.
no, it's cool. It's cool. I never knew they handed out Premier Leagues in the Farmers League. Still, Soups. What's your opinion, or do you have?
I do have an opinion. So obviously, like, I think first season,
Unbiased.
completely unbiased. Like first and second season, like, I thought this was the second season.
Yeah.
First season, I didn't really see what he brought to the table. I didn't really see what he was doing.
Because
But
it was
now,
too early.
yeah, it was a bit too early. But now I think obviously he's pace setting, he's controlling what happens in the middle of the field, putting in key passes. He scored, was it the first goal of the season for you guys or something like that?
Might have, he's quite tall, to be honest.
He's a big guy,
He's a big guy. I don't know. That might be something you know over me.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's probably taken him a little while to get up to speed of the Premier League because obviously we know like, the Premier League is like the best league in the world. It's very pacey. You don't have a lot of time on the ball. So second season, maybe this season is his breakout season. So I think he's done pretty well, and I think he's great. If I had to put him in a category right now, I would probably say thumbs up.
Yeah.
Right. So I would have said too early initially, but I think you are right.
Yeah, it's third season in.
Third season in, when I think about it, I'd move him to there. Now, the only thing is, and this is where we, I guess, need some clarity on fan favourite, because you are right. City fans
Love him, rave about him.
love him,
Rave about him.
and it's like I always say this about that position in particular. You raved about Fabinho probably before anyone else in the league saw about it. I raved about Fernandinho before anyone else. You raved about Fred. No, maybe you didn't actually.
No, he did. Incorrectly. Incorrectly, but he did.
You like kidding me, bro. Why am I here?
But no, so I can see the fan favourite, but I don't know, fan favourite sometimes I save for them real.
But you know what though? When we talk about players like this, them unsung heroes, I always throw it back to a conversation you and I had way back, about a particular player, and it's James Milner. Well, when we signed Milner, I'm just like, I remember we spoke on the phone about this, and I'm like, bro, like, how is this happening? And you're like, bro, you will understand when you have him in your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you have that player, you understand what he
them
brings.
Englishmen are needed in every Premier League team.
But even down to Rodri, you look at what he does, the work rate he gets through is sensational. And also, I think he's now stepped out of Fernandinho's shadow.
Fernandinho ain't getting a look in now.
That's what I'm saying, because he stepped out of the shadow. Whereas before, he was the first name on the team sheet. Rodri was hugging bench and making cameos.
I hear you.
I hear you saying. So
Wait,
now...
Okay, so how consistent is Rodri? Because Liverpool lad is saying, Rodri, thumbs up. If he's thumbs up, he disconnects. But he's saying that Rodri is very inconsistent. Would you agree with that?
No. But he's a Liverpool fan.
He's
a Liverpool fan. He is one of our most consistent, but he's a Liverpool fan. So I respect that. But you know what?
Liverpool lad, like obviously...
It's because he's just not flashy, is he?
That's it. It's not sexy football.
You know what? All you have to do is just go and watch him against Man United. The guy does not like... Or even, you know what? Liverpool lad, jump on Squawker, and just look at his stats, and that'll tell you a lot. The guy does not give the ball away.
No, ball retention is unreal. Yeah, ball retention is unreal. And thinking about a player that can carve an opponent apart, with the pass before the pass.
Yeah.
Pass before the pass. So what City will do is they've got their players making unselfish runs, which creates space for him to make that pass.
You know what? I actually, against you, man, I started thinking, do you know what Rodri's becoming? He's becoming... I know
what you're going to say.
He's like controlling the game like David Silva did, but from far, far deeper. Like he's not having as much impact going forward, but he is controlling the game from a lot deeper. But let's not spend too much time on Rodri. Now, you guys can decide. I'll put him in fan favourite if you want him in thumbs up. If you lot want to,
No, I think thumbs up would be
I think
a
thumbs
fair
up to
settlement
that,
for
yeah,
where
it's
where
a
he's
bit
at.
fair.
Thumbs up right for me, and I reckon so. I'll just get to this comment from Chris. He's saying if Fernandinho goes to Bournemouth, he makes a difference. If Rodri goes to Bournemouth, does he?
I was just about to say,
Fernandinho now doesn't make a difference.
Is it a system thing?
Yeah, but you got two different players.
Well, that's a whole different debate.
Fernandinho is a destroyer. Rodri's
Yeah,
not a destroyer.
Sorry, Fernandinho doesn't make a difference at Brighton anymore as well, or Bournemouth, or anywhere anymore. His legs are going. So I get what you're saying, but look, this is exactly what I mean. These Arsenal man still aren't sure about Rodri, yeah? But give him another season or so, they'll be sure about Rodri. So, I mean,
thumbs up for me.
All right, so then we move on now. The next one, I'm pretty confident I know where he is, but we have to put him in there. And I'm comparing his season this season to Rodri's first season.
2 games.
He's not so nice. We had to do it twice. I need to stop doing that. The man himself.
Can I start?
You may start because you lot were linked with him heavily, I think.
Yeah. The thing that sums this up is when you're a player and you move for money. Yeah, you move for paycheck. Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
100%. You move for paycheck, bruv. Liverpool were linked heavily. Those like Liverpool conduct their business like.
So Liverpool didn't have any money. Is that what you're saying,
bro? Reds ain't got the money, but we're still in the league. That's what we're screaming.
In the COVID season,
That's what we're screaming.
You're right.
But yeah,
I almost feel like that was an attempt at drawing me out for a bet.
No.
I mean, was it?
I've come here in peace tonight.
Right, so no smoke
tonight. No smoke tonight. But I just think with him, the move was geared for money, and Chelsea were willing to pay that money, and ultimately they have, and he hasn't settled. I respect the fact that it takes time to settle into the Premier League. The Premier League is one of the most difficult leagues in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but a player of that caliber, you would have expected. And he's not had any injuries. Yeah. He's not had any issues that we are aware of. That's causing him not to settle in. Mm-hmm. He played his first game and got hooked. Yeah, it was atrocious. Like the first game was disgusting.
And that's where I say I compare to Rodri because I'll be 100 when Rodri's first season was frustrating me because it was a very similar move, very very similar move, very similar players where he was dilly-dallying on the ball too much.
Yeah, that was a Rodri.
And when you're in that position in particular and you receive the ball with often your back to the way you should be heading and you need to turn to lay the ball off, you ain't got time to turn. You need to be turning straight away, not turning right. Who can I pass to? And that's what I noticed with Sal. Yeah. Also, unfortunately, he is at a team that have got some absolute ballers in the middle of the pitch as well. I'm a big fan of obviously Jorginho, a big fan of Kante, big fan of Kovacic.
Yeah, but really though, like
I am.
No. Listen, no disrespect to Chelsea ballers. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but this is Sal Miguel, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this isn't Kovacic. Yeah, respectfully, this is Sal Miguel.
So what are you saying? He's better than Kovacic.
No, I'm saying on merit and on what's achieved before, I would have expected him to come in there and give Kovacic a real run for his money.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of Kovacic.
No, I am. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Kovacic. But I would have expected Sal Miguel to walk in from Atletico Madrid, arguably being a talismanic figure in that Atletico Madrid team, walk into the Chelsea team and say, Kovacic, what's going on? And he has not done that.
Yeah, maybe. But I guess that's just Kovacic is a bit more up to speed and whatever. But 100%. I mean, ultimately, not to talk on this guy too much. There's only one place he can go for me, and it's right here.
I could be.
Come on,
bruv.
You can't.
I could be real spicy.
I could be. If you're going to be careful with it.
This is what I'm saying. This is going to be easy because
too early, right?
It has to be.
I mean, how many appearances he made this season? Roughly,
like two or something.
Yeah.
2, 3.
So he's not one start.
But do you know what? You know when your days are numbered because Tuchel came out and put him on blast. Tuchel came out and put him on blast after that first game. So
I mean, it was a weird signing. It was a very weird signing. I'm not going to deny that.
100%.
It was a weird signing. That's all I'm going to say. Right. So who have we got next? Soups? Help me out here. Your man.
Yeah, thumb in the mouth, yeah.
Oh.
Thumb in the
He
mouth.
drinks sangria. Yeah, boy. Now we get to the real ballers. Yeah. Now we get to the real.
Now we get
ballers.
to the bias stage.
Now we get to the real.
Where the colt comes out.
Yeah, this is where we get to the real.
Do you know what I was going to say?
Ballers, the real meat.
Do you know what I was going to say?
Topic.
So we will get into it, but so far, this is the best discussion I've ever seen you participate in.
and now you throw out my guy.
Exactly.
So now
You know what?
guys,
And you've got him in
crazy.
between three Manchester fans. So tell us about Luis Garcia.
Again, he's one of those players that if you've got him in your team, then you know what he brings. The thing is with him is there's just moments, iconic moments in that Liverpool shirt. The ghost goal being one of them.
Yeah,
That's an
that did
iconic
come up.
moment.
That came up.
That's a huge moment. Like when you think about that, when you think about him, you think about the ghost goal straight away. Yeah, and that personifies it. He's a player, and to be fair, I wouldn't have put him in the midfield. For me, he was more of a striker, more of like a 10 kind of player.
So it's kind of similar debate to Firmino.
100%, yeah, 110%, yeah, 110%.
How far back?
He wasn't really a midfielder in that kind of way for us. Do you see what I'm saying? He'd pop up.
I think he was the same with David Silva.
Exactly. To be fair, occupied a very similar position, but I'll be very real.
Lesser impact.
100%. I'll be very real. Like David Silva changed the way that position was played, so you have to give him respect. Yeah.
Okay.
Luis Garcia didn't really do that.
Okay, so you mentioned impact, right? You mentioned
Yeah.
impact.
Yeah.
We got Josh. He's saying scored one goal that made a difference to his club.
Behave yourself, son.
Wasn't even over the line. Apart from that, trash.
Is Josh a Chelsea fan?
You know what the beautiful thing is when you have Chelsea fans in the comments, yeah, we don't have to do anything in there. We can just let
it go off.
This Chelsea-Liverpool rivalry is a bit weird still.
Can I also-
I love it to bits.
Josh is
You know what?
obviously
I
salty.
forgot about the ghost goal.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You just
I forgot about
you
Luis
just-
Garcia,
You
to be
blocked it
honest.
out of you blocked it out of your front memory. And now I brought it back for you. You know what time it is, isn't
I
it?
forgot about it. Like the only thing I remember of Luis Garcia, I think it's his second or third game in. He scored like a curling top bins goal.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember about Luis Garcia.
Yeah.
Around that time, Liverpool wasn't the finished article. I think this was about 2 years before you got Torres.
What? Yo, you know, we won the Champions League with Donny, innit?
Yeah, but
You know, he scored the ghost goal, which took us through, which then won the Champions League. How many of your Spanish men have done that?
Okay,
You know what?
okay,
It was only a
before-
matter of time till Liverpool
PK.
fans brought up the Champions League.
Yeah.
Only a matter of time. till
You said
Liverpool
PK.
fans
PK scored 2 goals in the
talk
group
about the
stage.
Champions League. Right, so let's not waste too much time on this.
Yeah, Josh. So Josh is saying Luis Garcia dead. Saying you're proper salty.
No.
Saying you're proper salty.
No, he's a fan favourite.
Right, so you know what?
Favourite.
You know
From a
what?
Liverpool perspective, he's a legend.
You know what?
He's a fan
I'm not going to be
favourite.
mad. I nearly put Rodri there. So for me, he's not my fan's favourite. But you know what? James, are you saying he's a Liverpool fan favourite?
110%. 110%.
There we
He's
go.
a
You know
fan
what? You know what?
favourite.
Let's keep him happy. It's the first week. We're trying to keep everyone
You want to
happy.
keep everyone involved.
He's doing. Ultimately, when he scored that goal, he was signalling to his agent, "Get me on the plane. Get me the F out of here."
You went to Atletico after.
There we go.
Sweet
There you
FA.
There you go.
So then we move on to the next one. Now,
Yeah, go on, do it.
we forgot about this man. You forgot about this
Forgot
man.
about him.
And
Forgettable.
A very unfortunate man
Forget
that he came up in the era, the golden era of Spanish midfielders. I was a fan of him. I liked him.
Yeah.
I mean, before he left you, he was one of the few players that looked like he cared.
Yeah.
What was he? Like his role confused me. Like when he come to the club, I thought he was coming.
he's basically the DM of all DMs.
Oh.
No, but he didn't come to the club as a DM. He came because he came from Bilbao, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, his first season, he scored like 10 goals, I think.
That's what I'm
He did.
saying. He
He
came
did,
from
yeah.
Bilbao as
It
an
was
attacking
almost like
midfielder.
it was almost like a box-to-box 8.
Yeah.
But a destroyer at the same
A
time.
master of the dark arts, right?
Yeah.
As a DM.
Yeah. Well,
Come on.
I feel like, you know what, in that era though,
nah.
in that era, United just converted hella players to different positions. All of a sudden, you had like
Yeah.
Ashley Young playing fullback, him playing
Yeah.
DM, and also that's like Van Gaal time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Van Gaal just decided he was just gonna. But this isn't a slur on him. It's just you had a manager that was able to adjust his team to get the best out of them, to get the best out of what he had at that time. So I'm not getting onto him. But when you've got a Louis van Gaal, like respectfully to Louis van Gaal, he's a fantastic manager. Yeah. Like what managers bring on a goalkeeper partway through the game and go and save the penalty. Do you know what I'm saying? That is master behaviour. So and Herrera just managed to find his role under Louis van Gaal because he had energy. He was happy to press. Yeah. He was happy to chase lost causes. He was happy to run. So for me, fan favourite.
So basically, you call him the fan favourite. Yes. No, I love that. I love that. Fan favourite.
I'm going to be 100. I started off saying that I was quite a fan of his. However, and it is me on the button, to be fair, he's going straight to Spursy.
I think that's a disrespect.
It probably is a disrespect. But I mean,
did he win the Europa?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he won the Europa.
I guess it can't be Spursy then. He won.
and that's actually the Europa, not the what's the other league then?
Conference.
Not the Europa Conference. He won the Europa.
And the other thing I would say, to be fair, is his period at Man United. Man United fans were grateful for him. Probably
didn't want him to leave, innit? So,
him actually caring a bit more than anyone else.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So
until money got involved.
Look, Chris is Spursy. Look at him. Just.
I mean, it's crazy like what's going on in the comments. Like, so
for up Liverpool lads.
And you know what, people,
100%.
If you comment and it doesn't get put up, that's probably because the man in charge of the buttons is Man United.
For up Liverpool lad.
I will. But
didn't he get Gerrard sent off on one of his last?
Nah, that was. It was a tackle on him.
Yeah.
So Josh is saying
it was a tackle on Herrera with the stamp.
Yeah, it was a stamp on Herrera.
Make sure you smash that like button if you're watching.
Was it
Matter? I think he got assist as well from Matter's first goal.
Was Herrera?
Yeah. Either way, he's going in favourites.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. Gerrard sent off on the
Farmers League for him now.
So he's saying he was the baby-faced assassin 2.0.
So that's who he likes. So that makes sense why he was coming with Rodri slander, because he followed you across from Trafford Tunnel. There we go. Right. So now we move on to the next one. Now this one, no, we're going to do this one first.
Fornaldo.
There he is. Biz.
Doing his thing this season. And he was doing his thing last season. He come with high expectations off the back of the under-21 Euros that Spain won, I think. Yeah. And took his time, bro, man. It wasn't working quite well with him. I think your ex-manager, Pellegrini, signed him. And then obviously until Moyes came in, he's just kind of giving him that free role now. And he's looking the business, but it's too early still.
It's too early.
Hold on. You said Pellegrini signed him, and now you're saying it's too early.
Yeah, but Pellegrini.
That was only last season, wasn't it?
Season before that.
No, was it not last season?
Moyes was in the whole of last season.
Pellegrini was season before that.
Right, so 2 seasons now. I'm not mad at 2 seasons being too early. He's still young.
He didn't get a look in then, because Pellegrini got him in, and he just after that he kind of hugged bench.
So this is a real easy one. We're putting him straight in too early.
Yeah.
And then we're moving on to the big one before we move on to the real big ones. This is a real talking point.
Mikhail.
You know what? Yeah, I've got some opinions on this.
Okay.
Not like you, James.
You know what I mean?
No.
The floor's yours, man.
From a Liverpool fan perspective, yeah, the season after we lost Xabi Alonso, yeah, he went to Arsenal. Yeah, Liverpool should have signed him from Everton. That would have filled the void that Xabi Alonso left. We ended up signing Alberto Equilani, which barely kicked a ball for Liverpool Football Club. We then chased after Gareth Barry, who absolutely buoyed us off. We wanted to pay 30 M's for Gareth Barry, and he moved to City for what, 15 M's?
And what did he do at City again?
Oh, he killed it. He absolutely annihilated. He won a lot of shit, and is still one of the most capped players for in English history in terms of how many, in terms of how many appearances he made in the Premier League. It's like it's unrivaled.
Yeah, I think
it's mental. Like the amount of games Gareth Barry played back to back is unreal from like 16 right the way through. Yeah, so I respect Barry, but Rafa Benitez went on this whole thing of chasing Gareth Barry, and it never happened. We sold Alonso for Barry. It didn't happen when we could have quite easily. That
disrupted Alonso
massively. That is what made Xabi Alonso leave. Was that? Yeah, but Xabi Alonso's gone. you've got arguably him across the road who was itching for a move. Obviously, that move doesn't always happen where players cross that divide. They call it a friendly derby, but it's still very difficult to cross that divide. But we should have gone and got Mikel Arteta. Simple as that. If he'd have gone to Liverpool, he would have had a hell of a lot better career than he did with that lot. Just saying.
So, where would you put him?
Based on that, Spursy.
Biz?
Mario, my DMs are open.
Biz?
I really liked him at Everton. I
Sensational
thought he
Everton.
was-
But
We all,
he's in an Arsenal
we all
shirt
really
there,
like
no?
David Moyes at Everton, but
But he's in an Arsenal shirt there, no?
It doesn't really matter what shirt he's in. It's just
Nah, it does.
the graphics.
Nah, it does.
It's up there. So obviously we know he's not an Arsenal legend, but Everton legend status. You could
Signed for Arsenal after the 8-2 slaughtering, and on his debut, I think they lost to Blackburn
Exactly.
4-3.
Exactly.
if we're talking at Arsenal, I think he did nothing.
He did
yeah,
nothing.
he didn't offer much at Arsenal.
Probably
at all.
picked up some vibes from Wenger, to be fair.
He came
Do
to
you know
the
what?
club in like a
Spurs
really
might be
difficult.
right, you know.
Yeah, he came
Spurs
to
might be-
Yeah,
I know what he
it's
said is
right.
for me.
It's bang on, son. He came-
It's almost
Bang
like
on,
Spurs.
there it is.
You know what? It's almost like Spurs was made for
For Arteta, 100%. Bang on.
So Biz, if you got FIFA? You play FIFA?
Not as much as I used to. I haven't got
Okay,
to
you
FIFA.
know what, that's great. You used to, right?
Yeah.
So you used to play it. You used to play FIFA?
Yeah, all the time.
When you go on the picture to forfeit club or delete club,
Yeah.
whose picture is on there, please?
So that just sums it up.
I mean,
Mikel Arteta in an
Open.
Arsenal shirt.
Open.
hold on.
Did
So
it
in an
come-
Arsenal shirt as a player,
Yeah.
right, so you weren't trying to slander him as a manager.
No.
No. We can get into that. But
Yeah, we can.
We'll say that
we
for another
could get
show.
into that.
We'll say that for another show. But
They can't get into that.
this guy. But yeah,
Maybe we can smash
Who's
like
a
saying
better
it how
manager? Arteta or Moyes?
I thought we can say Arteta or Ollie then. I was going to say
Nah.
I'm ready for this one, boy.
Arteta or Moyes?
David Moyes is obviously a
Say
better
that,
manager.
that's a debate.
However,
Let's too early for Arteta if we're having that debate.
No, it's not.
It's too early. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I mean,
Yes,
Arteta's won.
Listen, you just
Moyes
put-
ain't won nothing yet.
You
but-
just put
It's not.
it's too early. It's too early for Arteta. Managed to have long careers. It's too early for him. Right.
He needs to get sacked.
Totally for Arteta.
No, listen, don't get sucked in by this 10-game
Bruv,
run.
bruv. Let's not go there. We'll save that for another week.
we will
Right.
say it for another week. But Carl Rossi is saying Mikel Arteta was a bang average footballer and an even worse manager.
Say it again.
I mean, Spurs is probably the right place then. Right.
Spurs is right. Spurs.
So now we move into maybe
The big boys.
the big boys.
The big
The big
boys.
boys. We're going to start off with, spoke about him already, played for 2 clubs.
Yeah, this was a weird one. This
Juan Mata. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Arbiz, this was a weird one. Yeah, you know this was a weird one.
Didn't make sense, to be fair.
No,
I think
it
it
was
was
a
a
weird
desperate
one.
signing.
Yeah.
It wasn't the position that we needed. We needed
No.
an actual centre mid, and we signed the 10
Shock.
10.
and
Shock.
played him on the wing.
Yeah.
For majority of his time at United. So,
With no pace. A
yeah,
player with no pace.
yeah. And I felt sorry for him because the majority of his time at United has been a complete waste. But he has had a
9
couple
years.
good seasons. He's had some great
He's had 9
moments.
years.
9 years at United now.
What?
Wow. Say what? It's been 9 years.
So when we signed Juan Mata, obviously we signed
2014.
2014. So 2013 was his last season at Chelsea,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he got Chelsea player of the season.
2 years on the
For 2
bench.
seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how many seasons he spent at Chelsea?
Don't say
3 seasons.
2.
2 seasons.
Ooh.
Was it really 2 seasons?
Yeah.
2.5. Yeah, 2.5 seasons at Chelsea, and both of those seasons.
I mean, I always say he was mad underrated.
But this one hurt
But
as
it's
well.
because of his time. It's because of his time at United that he's become underrated.
This,
So
this
he's
one
been
hurt.
with us 9 years now.
This one
Is
hurt,
that
yeah.
9 years.
That's mental.
9 seasons.
9 years.
This one hurt in general because when he was at Valencia, yeah, Liverpool were linked with him heavy because of the Rafa Benitez connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, linked with him heavy. Yeah, and then he went Chelsea.
Like Mbappe.
That's another one. That
Like,
PSG like that.
Josh,
Yeah.
obviously, Josh in the comments, he's Chelsea fan, and
Yeah.
he's saying he loved Mata at
Yeah,
Chelsea.
I love Matt
for
at
2
Chelsea.
seasons.
I love
He
Matt
loved
at
Mata.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah. He was sensational. But they didn't win anything in them 2 seasons, really.
He was, he was a
I
victim
think they
of.
won 1 cup in those 2 seasons.
Did he win the Champions League with him?
No, I don't think he was.
Hold
He
on.
was.
There was me caller.
Wasn't he with in
'Cause
the
I know he
AVB
won with
signings?
you, man.
He was in the
Oh,
AVB
right, yeah.
signings because he came in when they brought all them 10s. They brought Mata. They who else did they get in there?
What year did Chelsea win the Champions
Actually,
League?
so he
Was
won.
it
He won Europa with you, man, right?
Yeah.
And then he won 3 domestic cups, so he might have won 1 or 2.
I don't
Maybe he
think-
won 3 with Chelsea. He's won 3 domestic cups,
But
but he didn't win no league with
He was
Chelsea.
he was a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
Like very very good with the ball at his feet.
very good, very
very
good.
good
Yeah.
with the ball at his feet.
So
But what are we judging him off? Are we judging him off the matter
we've
which
got to
we,
judge
which
him
we
off the
know,
legacy, the
or-
whole
or
legacy.
what we're seeing right now?
The
Because
whole no, we have to judge him off the whole legacy.
The only thing I remember, do you know that little scissor sideways volley that he scored against Liverpool
Yeah.
In that-
Anfield.
in that 2-1? Was it 2-1 or 2-0?
Same game.
Yeah,
Gerrard got
yeah.
sent off.
That's all I remember from Matter is that,
So
and that hurt.
unless
Good.
either of you, man, are going to call him a fan favourite, for
Thumbs up.
me, he's going straight to thumbs up.
Yeah, I think that's
Thumbs
about
up,
right.
I think so.
I wouldn't
One of them ones,
favourite.
like,
Yeah,
one of them ones suits. One of them.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge what you've done.
Oh, just a smile, just thumbs up.
I think the 9 years at United, how many seasons would you say has been good? I think I can only remember 1, and I think it was a season that we won the
You just
Europa
don't suit
League.
your style of football.
He didn't feature
One
at
bit.
all
It was Jose's-
last season, really. And
Yeah. Jose's first
Jo-
season.
Jose was the one who used to play him, like
Yeah.
put him in the games, change the dynamic. Obviously, like put him in
Yeah.
the middle of the field.
Mm.
That's when we were overbalanced with
Yeah,
loads of number 10s.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you put him in, no pace whatsoever, but you put him in and he'll play the key pass like
Yeah.
more times.
Thread the ball.
Right. People, have you looked in? It's Never a Foul fan cave each and every Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Now let's get into this one.
The big boys. The
Big
big.
up. Can I just say, Josh putting up facts, he's saying, Matter won the Champions League.
He caught.
Debut
That's what I was
season.
about to say.
Debut
He
season.
played in that. He played in
Hold
the
on.
final.
So he didn't. In that case, my bad. He didn't win. He must have. When did you win the Euro? My numbers might be wrong then.
We won the Europa League like 2019, 2019,
So he
2017.
definitely won. So that means he's won 2. Are you sure, Josh?
17,
100%.
16, 17.
Yeah, we won Europa League there 2017.
So while James waffles about this man,
Yeah, man, I did win the Champions League.
Okay.
I'm going to validate that.
Xabi Alonso, boy. So signed from Real Sociedad by Rafa Benitez.
What brow size? Sorry.
Yeah, signed from Real Sociedad by Rafa Benitez. He was that X factor that we needed in the midfield. He was that player that played that sexy pass. Yeah, and mate, like master baller. Like there's not many players out there that can receive the ball on a half turn the way that he can, and he was just a god at doing it. Goals from the halfway line against Luton. Yeah, in the cup.
Sorry, against who?
Yeah, against Luton in the
Okay,
cup.
cool.
No,
Two
that's
halfway line goals,
top
wasn't
2 halfway line goals. That's an iconic moment.
Josh is right, by the way.
What's Josh saying now?
No, he's right about the Champions League. Won the
Oh,
Champions
okay.
League and
Yeah.
Yeah, look, there you go,
Yeah.
Liverpool lad,
Yeah.
Alonso the goat. Yeah, boy, it was a hammer blow when he left. It was a hammer blow because you think about the season where we finished second to you, man. Yeah, parked you boys off at Old Trafford. Yeah,
But you finished second.
bro. Do you know what it was? It was that stupid Rafa Rants freaking that facts
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah.
And Ferguson just said, yeah.
You know that
you're
one.
in now.
You
You're
know
in
that. You know that one Premier League. you won?
Facts.
I know.
Yeah, that was just a matter of COVID. That was
Facts. No, but this is it. The facts interview just derailed that whole thing.
Nah, it did,
But
it did.
that year, you think about the team we had, yeah? Alonso in the middle, Mascherano,
Yeah.
Gerrard, Torres.
You know what? I remember.
That look like a crackhead, boy.
But you know what? You know why I remember that midfield? I remember that midfield because whenever Liverpool fans have the Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard debate, they always say that Gerrard shone in a midfield that was average.
No, that midfield was not average, bro. That midfield
I'm just putting it out
That-
there. That midfield was far from
But
average.
that midfield was only actually together for
That's
2
right.
seasons. It was only together for 2 seasons. That was the difficult thing. We brought in Mascherano to basically free up Alonso.
Yeah.
Mascherano was Alonso's kind of cover.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
When
Before that-
Mascherano came in, Alonso was allowed to go forward
and do more.
create them big chances, get them assists.
Just do more because
So,
you
he,
think
he unlocked him. Yeah, he unlocked him.
100%. But prior to that, he was playing with Mamadou Sissoko, whatever his name was, who was just horrendous.
You know what? I'm just
Sissoko,
yeah. It was
I'm just
horrendous.
going to write a receipt for that. Unlocked, ready to go forward, big chances. And
It was
assists.
horrendous. Yeah.
Noted in the book.
It was horrendous.
So Spursy.
Save.
No, I wouldn't say
So Spursy.
Spursy. I would say fan favorite. He's a total fan favorite. And arguably, if you look at what he went on to do after,
No. This is about the Premier League, young man.
I'm just saying. If you look at the complete CV, I understand the Premier League. He won the Champions League with us, scored a goal in the Champions League. Yeah, FA Cup he won with us as well.
I mean, it was after a missed penalty, though, isn't it? But...
He stuck it in. It don't matter how they come, innit? It don't matter how they come, they come. All right. He scored, and he was part of some iconic.
All the girls.
That's it. He was part of some iconic moments in Liverpool's shirt. But if he wasn't a sensational baller, he wouldn't have gone on to do more. Yeah?
He was a sensational baller. I was very surprised by his numbers still, but we'll move into that in a little while.
Real Madrid, Bayern Munich.
I mean, again, you're talking about when he left.
Numbers.
We'll talk about numbers. A bit. We'll bring them up in a bit. Don't worry.
So obviously, before we move on, obviously,
he was like a Rodri. The pass before
Liverpool
the pass.
lad is saying Alonso GOAT.
Yeah, the pass before the pass.
Chris is saying Alonso okay at Liverpool, masterclass at Real. Based on Liverpool and Prem, he's a fan favourite. Based on Real, he's a GOAT.
Yeah. He
didn't win the league. Of course he didn't.
Neither did Gerrard, just to put it out there.
No, he didn't.
It's true. Carl Rossi saying highest standard is to finish first. Where fans of a club of a stature should be demanding, at the very least competing. I ain't getting gassed over being fifth in November.
He's talking Arsenal.
He's got 100.
Cool.
Bang on, Carl.
Bang on, Carl.
Right. So the next one, Santi Cazorla.
He's one of the...
Where did they sign him from? The Yellow Submarine, innit?
Four club. 4 assists in the game.
Did they sign him from the Yellow Submarine?
Yeah.
Baller.
I think once he got injured with gangrene.
Yeah, that
injury really
horrible.
changed the whole course.
You know what? It
of
makes
his
you.
career.
And it changed Arsenal as well.
Yeah, it did. Because because after Fab, Cazorla was the guy.
Because they had at one point didn't Cazorla play with Ozil as well?
Yeah.
And that was I think they had like one season together, and they were looking like
I
serious.
think that was the season they were top in like February, and it just collapsed after they lost 5-0 to you lot.
Because
That
that
was
is
the season,
not
and
like
they
that.
went.
That is not like
They
that.
went top, and then we came through. And
I don't want to talk about it.
Again.
I don't want to talk about it. Open up old wounds.
I mean, I was a big fan of Cazorla. Big fan of him.
Yeah. He deserves his respect.
I think we respect him even more because of the injury as well. Because we respect how hard that was for him.
But he got written off, didn't he? And then he went back to Villarreal
And actually started performing a bit.
and started doing some serious bits
Surprised Arsenal didn't.
with Unai Emery as the manager,
Yeah.
which Arsenal binned off, and then Unai Emery won the Europa League, but that could have been Arsenal.
So, based on all of this, and again, we're going to get to the numbers on some of these guys, but where would you put Cazorla?
Fan favourite.
You know what? This fan favourite is like a catch net, I feel like.
Literally catch all.
It's like,
Catch
you know
all
what?
thing.
Once you don't want to disrespect, like,
Yeah, you can't disrespect him.
because I'll be 100 at one point.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Because what? Right, all right. So let's
Swazi.
hold on.
Swazi.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go on.
and I'm not mad at throwing people. If someone can tell me they're a fan favourite, then I'll put them there. The reason why I'm thinking Spursy is what did Spurs do? Spursy, what's Spursy?
Just meaty every
But never win anything.
meaty.
But never really win anything. I mean, because all of them might have an FA Cup. To be fair, you know what? On paper, you're probably going to pull out an FA Cup for him, and then it makes him non-Spursy.
Audi Cup.
Did Arsenal go 9 years without a trophy
It's
around that period?
you know what? Let me just jump
Big
on this
up,
real quick.
2005, they won the FA Cup, and then they didn't win nothing until they won the FA Cup again in 2014.
Yeah, he ain't won. Yes, he has. He's won.
3 FA
He's won
Cups.
2 FA Cups.
2 FA Cups. Okay.
2 FA Cups like Arsenal. I mean,
So, yeah, it was
therefore,
Spursy
it
up
makes
to
him
that
no
point.
longer Spursy, which probably moves him up to either thumbs up or fan favourite.
Thumbs up, I reckon.
I think
Thumbs
so.
up's
I
accurate.
think for me, thumbs up is better than fan favourite because fan favourite is becoming this place that they're just putting people that no one wants to disrespect, that no one's truly actually talking facts on them.
As he adjusts Alonso.
I was a fan of Cazorla still.
I didn't mind Santi, innit? You just respected what he done, innit? So for me, if I'm looking at it from an Arsenal perspective, you would throw him in fan favourite. I know Mario's like throwing the PC screen right now, going, I can't believe he's not in the GOAT. But
so, do you know what? Chris is here in the comments, yeah? He's saying Daps is clickbaiting. He's saying clickbaiting, and City10 _ saying, Daps, you're violating an Arsenal legend here.
With who? Cazorla?
Yep. Apparently so.
I would say he's an Arsenal legend.
he's not an Arsenal
Chris
legend.
is saying he's the same level as Rodri.
Woo! Where was Rodri?
That's wild, isn't it? That's wild.
No. You know what?
Thumbs up, I reckon.
At the
I think
moment,
thumbs
he
up.
is the same level as Rodri, which is thumbs up.
Yeah.
But Rodri's definitely got more seasons ahead of him. And I can tell you now, Rodri's already won more Premier Leagues than Cazorla ever won. So, but you are probably right. At the moment, he's the same as Rodri. Chris is bang on with that. With thumbs up. Let's leave him in thumbs up. So then, right.
Same level as Rodri, getting the
He's definitely the
BC
same
bin.
level as Matter.
So,
crazy.
I mean, I don't want to speak about this man in the picture.
It's another one that hurt.
Oh, you're going to claim that you man could have had him again?
Nah, this is another
I
one
think
that
we
hurt.
could have had him.
A couple of people could have had him. He
I
was
think we
linked.
could have had him. We had a friendly against Valencia.
You know them stories everyone's got.
No, he was linked.
We
He was
had a
linked.
friendly against Valencia in the August period, and we could have got him and David Villa.
Yeah.
Right, so
One of them times that Alex Ferguson's like, there's no value in the market. So I think that summer, I think we got. If I'm not lying, I think we got.
we got Phil Jones, we got Kun Aguero.
It might have been that summer actually.
Yeah. It might be.
No, it was that summer, bro.
That
I think
summer,
we got
man.
Phil Jones.
We got Silva. I think we got Silva.
Ashley Young,
Yeah.
and
No value.
yeah, it was that.
You paid that English tax on Ashley Young instead of signing David
and Chris
Silva.
Smalling, I think.
Yeah. Oh gosh. And
But-
imagine David Silva and Yaya Toure combining together.
They came, and by the way, they came in the same
Same
summer.
season.
Yeah,
The thing is with
Mad.
David Silva,
Mad.
with Boateng.
no one expected him to go on to achieve what he achieved.
Yeah.
No one expects that.
No.
When you like the talk around Liverpool at the time was that he was too small. Yeah,
Wow, were you lot still on them vibes?
yeah, 100%.
I remember that when I was at school.
He was
certain
too
man
small.
hearing that.
That was the
Liverpool team
talk.
was always like just a beastly 6 foot
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah, because under Benitez,
Yeah.
we had big players. Torres was big. He was stocky. Yeah.
I even think from Gerard Houllier days.
Yeah, but we had Garcia.
Harman,
We had
Babel.
Garcia and Gerard Houllier. We still had little like cinema pongo. We still had like little players like that, little techie players. But
So
under
what are you
Benitez-
saying on David Silva though?
No, I'm just saying.
You know,
he
so
come
far
to
all
the-
we've heard on David Silva is that your clubs could have signed him. Let's talk about David Silva though.
No, he's a sensational player.
Like how good?
Like you don't want to eulogize. We know where he's going.
Nah,
innit?
what's
Yeah,
that
let's
to
say,
say,
innit?
It's not a love
It's-
letter to David
It's
Silva.
not. We don't want to eulogize.
It's a damn tier list. So let's tier list the player, isn't it?
So stick him where he belongs, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm asking
You know where he
to
belongs, bruv.
I mean, I don't.
You just want to hear it. You just want
No,
to hear it.
I
innit?
don't know where he
That's
belongs.
not step back.
Yeah,
What,
just
fan
like-
fa-
He stepped back.
what,
You just want to hear it.
fan
Thumbs
favourite?
up.
Fan favourite? Thumbs up?
No, I'd go. It's too
Thumbs up.
early.
Too early?
Too early.
I mean, I was
season. I mean, one more.
He's only
That's
got
so
to done 10
sad,
seasons consistently, but we need to see more.
Do you know what? I always hear it, and I used to watch City players. I used to see David Silva putting in world class, crazy performances. But so when I see him do that, I'd put him in my fantasy Premier League team.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't get the points because
Nah.
he puts
Yeah.
in the pass
Before
before the
So you
pass.
think,
The
yeah.
pass before the
So you
pass,
think.
right?
No, he was just like, you know, a player that plays in pockets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like he would pick the ball up in between two man, turn, and before you know it, he's near your goal. Like he tore Liverpool apart on many occasions.
Sure, us to shreds.
Many
The
occasions.
six. I just want to talk on
Many
one pass.
occasions.
Dzeko pass.
The Zeko pass in the 6-2. from you. I think we headed it out. We headed it. Someone headed it out, and he was kind of just inside our half.
Yeah.
Chest volley, boom.
Okay,
into Zeko.
okay. Do you know what?
That pass right there. However, we've seen a million of them. But I'm asking you, man, where do we put him? I don't know where we put him.
I will tell you straight. I'll say with my chest, goat. Yeah. Put him in goat.
Anyone
put
else?
Him in goat.
Nah, I'm feeling Spursy, bro. Like, I'm feeling Spursy. Like, I just want to throw some shade to
I mean, you know what?
You know why Spursy?
Yeah.
Because he never won the Champions League.
Yeah.
So should we put him Spursy? Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he never won Champions League. It's just media, innit?
Should we put him Spursy? I mean, like I said, people.
He never won the real treble either.
Yeah, he didn't.
You've never won it.
The shade that's getting thrown.
I don't even know if in your lifetime your club's attempted to even do a double, bruv, to be honest. You might just do one trophy a season, bruv. So, however, like I said, you're watching Never a Foul. Right now, we are in the fan cave. This is the best Spanish midfielder in the Premier League ever. We're just building a tier list. Then we're going to critique the numbers. So if you man want to put him in Spursy, I'm not mad at that. If you man really want the receipts, I've got the receipts.
I said world class. I put him in goat. I did put him in goat. I put him in goat.
Oh, please don't do it, man. Just
We
stay firm, Arby. Stay firm.
We're
Stay
happy
firm,
about it,
bruv.
but I put him in goat.
There's power in numbers. Stay firm, bruv.
Whoa, not strictly apartments.
Nah, look, we know where he's going, man. So just do it, innit? We know where he's going, man. So just do it.
So where am I putting him?
Farmers League, man.
Fan favourite? Again, you want me to put him down there? I can put him down there.
Okay, so
Listen.
What do the comments say?
Yeah, get to the comments, man.
So B-Star saying, if Silva ain't goat, be riot. Sensational.
Yeah, bring out the battens, man.
C is saying one matter is greater than David Silva. Chris Till saying we riot. City 10 _ saying the left foot, the elegance, the vision. If
You know what?
ain't the goat, end the stream.
You know what? I kind of feel like as well. You know what? David Silva is Henri said it. Henri actually said he's the most creative player to ever play in the Premier League. Never stops wanting the ball. I feel he's a bit disrespected, a bit like Paul Scholes, to be honest, because I'm a big Paul Scholes fan.
I'm not.
I bet you're not, Buff, because you just don't like that debate. I mean, because them leagues hurt you, innit?
I don't like Lampard either.
Wait, the thing about Scholes, he's head and feet above the
who?
rest of it. He's head and feet.
Above who,
He's
bro?
head and feet above certain
who,
midfielders. Head
bro?
and feet above.
He's
Just
not,
by a
he's
toe.
not Spanish,
Just
innit?
by a toe.
He's not
Right.
Spanish.
So I mean, I'm not going to.
Yeah, just do it,
He's
man.
going
That
Just
saying,
do it.
say Zeko again.
Zeko. What was that?
C saying, wait,
Zeko.
say Zeko again.
Zeko.
Yeah, innit?
Zeko.
Zeko.
I did say Zeko. It was a D at the beginning, but who pronounces a D?
Is it silent? I don't even know.
Do you pronounce a D?
I thought it was
Zeko. Zeko. I mean, if you want me to call him Zeko, I'll call him Zeko, but I think it's Zeko.
I
Silent
thought it
D.
was there.
Silent D.
Zeko.
City 10 saying, Daps, back Silva, back your boy.
Come on.
Silva.
I mean, I was waiting. I'm ready to back him in a minute. I don't need to back him. You know, I'm a City fan. We wait till the end of the season and then we just sit back and smile.
Josh also agrees with you. He's saying David Silva needs to can't even deny it. Ha ha.
Right. Let's move on from David Silva and bring up this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, about a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
we were in here and when we were talking on this guy, everyone was telling me that it was the perfect signing for Liverpool last season.
Yeah.
Now, I would say, nope, they needed to get a defender. And I wasn't wrong. You did need a defender. However, he's had...
Spanish Darren.
He's had...
The insults, man.
I mean, look, if we were... This is another one where, in fact, I'm not even going to say it. James, tell us about your boy.
Boy, Thiago, it's just been, do you know what? It's been difficult for him, bro. I was not expecting the
Difficult for you as well, right?
Not even, like, I wasn't expecting the difficult adjustment that he's made, but there's some reasons in there, but also there's some...
COVID, Brexit.
No, I wouldn't even say so. Like,
Petrol.
The freaking the assault he got from Everton. He got assaulted in that Everton game, bro. Yeah. Man got assaulted. Yeah, took him out. Prior to that, obviously he was injured when he did catch COVID, but a lot of players have had COVID in it. But I will say, credit him, yeah, he was part the back end of the season where I think he played 9 games consistently. He was part of that run, which actually like got us out of the fucking hellhole that we were in.
That got you to what position?
3rd, man. God. Do you know what I mean? Boy.
Fall from grace.
No, massively. But looking at that season, based on everything that happened, you take 3rd. Because at one point it was looking like we were going to finish 10th.
So tell us about Thiago.
So again, he's the guy that plays the pass before the pass. So for me personally,
he does play a lot of passes.
I think it's too early to judge him. I do. He's had one full season. He's had one full season in a Liverpool shirt, slightly disrupted. He's into his 2nd season. For some reason, can't shake these freaking injuries. Yeah, he keeps on getting injured. Can't shake these injuries. So I still feel like I haven't seen enough in the Liverpool shirt to say that we can judge him as one of the best Spanish midfielders. I was shocked to actually see him on there.
So
see Thiago.
Go on.
See Thiago.
Go on.
He is the Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Oh, you went there.
Yeah, potentially. No, potentially.
He's the Bastian Schweinsteiger 2.0.
Potentially, because look, when
Bayern finesse both of us.
When you saw Schweinsteiger,
like Real Madrid have finessed us with Varane.
100%. When you see Schweinsteiger,
really?
Yeah,
with Champions League Varane?
Yeah,
finessed us.
That needs to stop, by the way.
No, but real talk.
And that needs to stop. That Champions League Varane needs to stop. I don't want to hear him be called Champions League Varane anymore. Remove that from his name.
No, but
I was thinking some the whole
I
time.
just know. He's
that's big Ledesma Varane, bro. That's big boy Ledesma Varane, bro.
He's run Champions League 4 times.
But you know what? That's cool. But you man calling him it doesn't mean anything about your club. Can we just agree that?
No, but we're just singing the song.
Cool. Right. Okay.
He's not even Spanish though. You're talking Spanish midfielders, no?
Obviously, Fonso, you know, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But this is it, yeah. To be fair, the Schweinsteiger thing is quite apt in what you're saying, because when you boys signed Schweinsteiger, I was like, yeah, game over.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
He's won everything.
He's won everything. He's
gonna come here.
Honestly, I remember going to Old Trafford to watch Bayern Munich versus Manchester United. Schweinsteiger in the Bayern side. And
How did you feel?
He tore you man apart.
Yeah.
He tore you man apart. I remember he played the pass.
Was that game he got sent off?
Yeah, he played the pass.
Yeah.
Before the Mandzukic goal, he tore you man apart. Yeah. And I was thinking, and then I think it was the season after you man signed him.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, game over. And he just never mattered to nothing. The same thing with Thiago at the moment.
How old was he, Biz? How old was he?
30.
Same age as Thiago.
2?
28, 29.
Nah, Thiago's 30.
Oh, real quick, I don't want to do clutch camera for once.
Okay, I'll do clutch camera. So for me, I reckon. So people in the comments are saying, Thiago, Alcantara. Imagine what he does, what he has to do playing through Henderson.
Hold on.
Is
that what if? Is that a bit of a what if?
No, I wouldn't say so. I would say the challenge that you got is Liverpool are going through an adjustment period.
Fuck off.
No.
Fuck off.
No,
fuck off. You can't win one Premier League and claim that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having that. No. One Premier League and you're trying to claim that you're going in transition. I'm not having that for shit, man. I'm not aware. Fuck right off.
Hear me out. Reason why I say adjustment period is you've lost a player which does all your dog work and all your running in Gini Wijnaldum. We haven't filled that hole.
Right, cool. We've lost the striker. We're going through an adjustment period.
We haven't filled that hole.
Cool. We lost company. Adjustment period when you won the league. Adjustment period.
When
you lost Aguero.
No. When you've got a player, when you've got a player that does all that running, you now got to try and figure out a new way of playing. Ultimately, you're trying to now play through.
Didn't you bring in? Isn't Cater been there for like 4 years now?
And Cater is
supposed to be that.
Cater is in the mud.
True.
Cater is in the mud. Like I hate Naby Keita. I hate him. He's in the mud.
You hate Naby Keita?
I don't see what he does.
See you later, star.
I don't see what he does. Like all Liverpool fans, Naby lad, this and that. I don't see what he does. He's been on the injury table.
No, they're saying Naby lad because they want to kidnap us.
Do you know what? I love this that you are appreciating that certain players can't be replaced like straight away.
100%.
Right? They can't be replaced straight away. So,
but he was Gini's replacement.
Okay, but we didn't replace Ronaldo from 2008. I'm saying,
On transition.
And you boys have been in the
But
mud
no,
ever since.
sorry, but
You
you
boys
can't,
been in
you
the mud
can't
ever
be
since.
you can't be screaming win the league and then you're in transition.
No, I'm just
not
saying
having that.
that. I'm just saying
you can't do
we're trying to find or to fit him in. You're trying to.
You're
find
trying to find an
playing.
excuse right now.
No,
Right.
I
However-
just think it's too early. For him.
However much I love slandering this guy,
I think
right?
it's just too
I'm
early.
a big fan of his.
What was the contract he signed? 2 years or 3 years?
2 years though.
And there's no way we can go
Sorry,
back
that's
too
easy.
early because you know what? I'd actually feel because of how much of a baller he is or was, maybe.
Still is.
I do not want to disrespect him by putting him anywhere but there. to
I'm
be
with
honest.
Chris. If Thiago isn't in Spursy, then I'm going home.
Right, boom. He joined you,
Mm,
and since he's joined you,
mm.
all the potential. But what's he done? He's Spursy to death, bruv.
I wouldn't say so, bro.
Of course you
He's
wouldn't.
not fulfilled his potential at all. Very Spursy. Put him in Spursy.
No, I just like look for me personally.
For me, no.
when you're looking like when you're looking at a player like that, yeah, he's a Rolls Royce of a player. When he comes on the
Rolls
park,
Oh, hold on. Are we going
He's
to
a
talk about
Rolls
what he does
Royce.
elsewhere?
no, he's a Rolls Royce of a player, man. Like,
But this is
yeah.
Premier League, and in the Premier League, is he kind of moved Spursy?
No, I wouldn't say so. I just think it's still just a bit too early. It's still a bit too early to
So,
categorise
so
it.
right now,
I was honestly.
right now, I'm going to put him here, and we let the comments
Yeah,
decide
I was
which way
gonna
we
say that.
swing
I
him.
was
gonna say
surprised. I was on it when I come in. I was surprised that he was on the list. I was surprised.
Why? He's Spanish.
Just from.
Did you not hear all
he's
the
a fake-
talk about him when
he's
he joined
He's
you?
a
bro?
fake. He's a
He's
fake
played-
Spaniard.
he's
Yeah,
played
he is
28
He's a
games.
fake Spaniard.
To be
He's
fair,
a
he's
fake
fake
Spaniard. He's really Brazilian.
Diego
But-
Costa's Spanish.
He's a fake Spaniard. He's a fake Spaniard.
And actually, to be fair, who's the Villa? Don?
Yeah.
Cash is
yeah.
Polish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fake
See
Spaniard.
that?
Matt Cash.
Billy Jones is Welsh. All right, so we're going to leave him there and we'll let the
Yeah,
comments
calm.
decide.
I'm calm. For me personally, it's just a bit too early, isn't it? But
Mad team.
And then we move on to the last one. Now, this one,
this is going to divide opinions.
Cesc Fabregas. What shirt should he be in? You know what? Before I put him up, I want someone to comment. I want at least two people to comment. What shirt should Cesc Fabregas be in? No one in this room. You're locked into Never a Foul Fan Cave. Make sure you smash that like button, share it. Catch us every single week, 10 o'clock in here. Panel on rotation. Hold tight, Mario, Ro, Ty, Claudio, Josh, Kesh. I think I've nearly covered it.
No,
If I've-
you've done them all.
Have I done it all?
Yeah, you've done them all. You've done them all.
Right.
Who was
On
it?
rotation.
Who was it that said? What team was it that he spun? What shirt was he wearing when he spun? Man?
He spun a lot, man, to be fair.
Who was it that he? Who was
However-
it that spun when he went on that
Silva.
run? Was it against Tottenham? Just
Yeah.
that run, just spun everyone.
So what we've got to be clear is Henry,
On a kick
without blaming Fabregas, Henry says that, and fully without blaming Fabregas, says that one of the reasons that Arsenal's dropped was because Wenger became obsessed with building a team around Fabregas, right? Now, the reason why I asked which shirt is ultimately, where was he better, Arsenal or Chelsea?
Okay.
And if you're talking trophies, there's probably one answer. But where was he better?
Okay,
Go
so
on.
it's good that you asked people in the comments because Chris is saying D-Star saying Chelsea shirt. Put him on
Right.
Chelsea shirt. Chris is saying go with the one that made him. He won amazingly as a number 10 at Arsenal, and then he was a 10 at Chelsea as well. But he is born from Arsenal. No, he's actually born from Barcelona. Actually.
Real talk. Real talk. I do love how Arsenal fans do that.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Obviously, he left Barcelona because he knew he would not get a bite in the team.
No, he was playing. He
wouldn't-
was playing, but he was
wouldn't get
never
to
holding
He was
down
making
the
cameos,
position.
weren't he?
It was kind
just
of one of
cameo,
them,
just
yeah,
like
it was
little
in and
bits.
out,
He was in the
in and
academy,
out.
and he wouldn't get into.
Nah, he wasn't part of that generation.
Yeah, it's not like
He wasn't.
say, for example, for Spain. Even when Xavi and Iniesta was there was a certain player that still notched up over 100 caps. There's where they're top 6 goal scorer of all time, like David Silva, for example. Right? Even with Xavi and Iniesta there, he's still getting over 100 caps. That's not fab.
That's true.
It's not fab.
Obviously-
different positions, though, isn't it?
Do you know what? He made a massive impact
Slightly.
at Arsenal. He was a big
Some
Some
of
part
it.
was the 12th man to that Spain team.
Didn't Cesc weren't
12th,
Great
13th
shout.
man, I'd say.
He was a 12th.
Weren't Cesc in the European
Yeah, but that's only because Torres got injured and David Villa was injured as well, so they played.
Might have been there, bruv.
In
But
the-
it
No,
wasn't.
but didn't. But
No,
Torres
Fab-
scored
Fab-
in the
let's be
in the
clear.
European. Oh no,
No,
it was
that
the one
was the
before.
first
The
one,
first
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Fab
and
Fab
then
still
the
did his
late
thing
one,
for
I
Spain,
think.
but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, yeah, if we're talking midfielders, Xavi and Iniesta obviously
Oh,
there,
light years ahead.
right? But then there's still certain men that were very prominent in that Spanish team through that period, yeah.
But
Of course.
Spain is different. Yeah,
But,
the way that
but
they
Fab
play.
wasn't one of them, whereas David Silva was.
You couldn't play Cesc. I understand what you're saying, but Cesc, and this is why he was so successful in his time at Chelsea, because of the position that he picked up. When he played for Chelsea and they brought Mourinho that brought him to Chelsea, wasn't it? It was Mourinho.
Yeah.
But that was a game
With
changer.
Costa.
Yeah,
Him
that
and
was a
Costa
game
was
changer.
literally-
Definitely.
Game
So,
changer.
yeah, absolutely. I remember
he
I
get-
went to
didn't he
the
record
First
that?
game of the season.
Sorry, let's throw him up
away
here
to
real quick.
Burnley.
So what shirt's he in? Sorry.
Yeah,
Soups did
100%.
this, not me, by the way.
Schürrle's goal.
Yeah,
But-
like,
Back on it.
I went
Fabregas'
me and
touch
Mario,
goal.
actually,
Jesus.
last one, Mario Blacks as well on the panel.
Mazar.
Mazza. Me and Mario went to see Chelsea Arsenal when in his stint at Chelsea.
Was it
With-
the ball over the top to Costa?
Like,
disgusting.
and it was literally, it was like typical Mourinho, soak up all the pressure, soak
Yeah.
up all the pressure, soak
Yeah.
up all the pressure,
And
and then-
set him loose.
and then ball over the top.
Yeah.
It was just so.
yeah.
Didn't he
That, that's what when you've got
Yeah.
Costa and you've got Fabregas.
It was problems.
Yeah.
Didn't he record the record for the most assists in that season?
Yeah, I think so.
7. He got
Yeah.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
that
It
season.
was stupid.
I'm sure someone bodied that since then though.
Yeah, it has been. It has been.
I don't know
It has
who.
been. But that was the record at that
Do you
point.
know who?
Gerard done it. He done
I'm
it.
not sure.
Many have done it since.
De Bruyne's definitely done it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
De
saying.
Bruyne's done it, obviously, because
but-
he's next.
But that's what I'm saying. That at that point, when we're talking about him and his Chelsea career, that was sensational.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was
but
sensational.
for me, I feel like, obviously, he came from Barcelona's academy.
Lamasso.
Yeah, went over to Arsenal. He was a big cog in a small engine, right?
Yeah.
At Arsenal, obviously, he
One of the youngest captains as well, wasn't
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he made his name there. Then, obviously, he left, and where did he go? He went straight back to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Looked horrible, right?
Nah, he didn't look horrible,
He
you know.
did,
He
he
didn't
did,
look. No,
he
I
did.
don't
No,
believe
he
he looked
looked-
horrible.
he looked out of place.
He looked horrible
No,
at
no, no,
Barcelona.
no, no. I don't feel he looked horrible.
It
man.
just didn't.
Look,
quite-
there's been
didn't quite
players that
have
looked
the-
horrible at Barca. I don't believe he looked horrible, but he didn't look Xavi and Iniesta. He didn't look horrible, man. He had Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, like.
The challenge is
I
when
feel
you
like
go,
he's
hard.
when you go to Barcelona and you've got
He
them
wasn't.
kind of players there.
Messi, Pedro at the time.
Yeah,
like,
it's a
Villa.
problem.
Villa.
Yeah, he was
Villa.
obviously he wasn't going to like outshine them.
But I think he kind of knew that he was going to be passenger, and he's going there just to win a couple.
I don't know,
trophies
you know.
and
I think he thought he was going there was like,
To
'cause he was
replace
still
who?
quite young.
to replace who?
Yeah, true, true,
To
very
replace
He
true.
who?
was,
To
but
replace
then,
who?
but then what he did?
I
what
tried
he did,
telling
Child-
Coutinho the same
child-
vibes,
He
but
must
he
have
didn't
thought
want
he
to
was
listen.
going there to just
Yeah, maybe.
to ball
maybe.
out.
He must have.
Especially after winning the World Cup when their man tried to put the shirt over him and that.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
fans were
very
getting
true.
Yeah,
gassed.
scored
Yeah.
in that.
So he must have thought, yeah, shit, they want me bad.
But what he did after that, obviously after Barca, came to Chelsea.
But the
And
Chelsea
he was a
move
lot
difficult.
more mature.
100%.
Yeah, he was.
A lot more
was,
mature,
was.
maybe like less pace and stuff like that. Stayed in the middle
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the field.
yeah.
Just literally control the tempo of
Yeah.
games. and
Was
stuff,
he
and
at
that's
Chelsea
when he
the
was
same
so
time?
much more potent.
He wasn't at Chelsea the same time as Matt, was he?
No.
No, he come just after.
Come after. The thing is, that move to Chelsea was so controversial as well because he wanted Arsenal. He wanted to go back to Arsenal,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Arsenal didn't.
but Arsenal didn't want to make the
Mad.
move for him. Yeah, and then
He's
he
got
was
Ozil
waiting,
in it.
delayed the move.
Yeah.
Well, how it played out in the newspapers, innit? Like the move was delayed for so long, and then he popped, and then it was like, yeah, boom, Chelsea, and went Chelsea and shut it down.
So, I mean, for me, if we're talking about someone that's going to challenge the GOAT,
Fan
this is
favourite?
this right. So, if it's Arsenal, he's going straight there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
With
But
Chelsea,
but it's not Arsenal.
I don't believe at Chelsea he was a fan favourite. At Chelsea, it's a real hard one because it's almost like thumbs up, but he was better than thumbs up.
I don't know. He won Champions League.
He done a lot.
So we're going on trophies one
And the
now.
Prem as well. Didn't he get the Prem out of Chelsea?
He
He
did.
got a Prem at Chelsea because of that Mourinho season.
I feel like he won like 3 or 4 trophies at Chelsea.
Yeah, I think he got
I
Prem.
feel like I could answer that for
I
you.
think
He
he
got
got-
two Premier League titles at Chelsea.
I feel like he's
Yeah,
won.
Conte as
He's
well,
won.
isn't
He's won
The
two.
first
He's won.
year
He's won
he went
two.
there. First year he
Yeah.
went there, and
Yeah.
then
He's won no
Following
Champions
season.
League though. He's won 3 domestic cups and 2 league.
Oh, he come after
Two
Barca
leagues.
won the second
Champions League, yeah. He come in that season after,
Yeah,
off the back of that.
yeah.
So, I mean-
so thumbs up.
But this is
That's
the thing.
harsh, though.
I feel,
Yeah,
It's very
but
harsh.
I think he's fan
I
favourite.
agree with you that thumbs up. However, if I put him in fans' favourite, it's like I said before. I rate thumbs up more than I rate fans' favourite because fans' favourite, he's put Luis Garcia in, right? And it's just one of these ones that we're dumping people that we don't want to disrespect. I mean, he's for me like there.
You can't go in, man. You can't go in. You can't go in.
But he's there. He's
Bro,
the
look-
closest.
No, bro. Look at who you've got in GOAT, man. There's levels to this shit.
All right, but
You
you know
can't
what?
go
You
here,
know what?
man.
So right now, what I am trying to do, if I'm being one,
Like, if you're GOAT in Cesc, I'm GOAT in Alonso. I'm sorry.
all right. So what I'm doing right now, yeah,
I'm doing
is because right now this is the easiest David Silva conversation I've ever had. Right? I always get he's not really I always get Fabregas was better. I always get
Never.
Fabregas was better than him.
Never.
Always. Maybe it's
Never.
mainly with Arsenal fans, but I've never had a David Silva conversation as easy as this. That's why I'm saying, come on, guys, someone challenge
Look at
him.
the
No, you
numbers.
can't.
No,
bro.
because we haven't looked at the numbers yet.
You
We
can't
haven't brought
challenge
the
him.
numbers up yet. So I'm saying, based on vibes, usually man come in with these opinions that David Silva is not better than Fabregas or whatever else. So
No.
I'm just saying, come on, someone
you're
must
saying
be challenging.
We are proper fans. That's what you're saying.
Listen,
So, like, we
if you-
actually.
I'm
like,
gonna say it with my
look at-
chest.
Look at analysis and stuff.
I'm gonna say it with my chest.
Being
If you're
fair.
goating Cesc Fabregas, put some respect on Xabi Alonso.
Right, so boom. So what
Yeah.
we're going to do is we're going to leave him right here. And where's Alonso there? We're going to move Alonso up.
But I don't feel that Alonso
No,
belongs
it's cool. You
there,
said it.
though.
You said it. You said it. We have to.
I don't feel
because
he
look,
belongs there.
I want to go to the numbers, and if we do, if
Let's-
we're just
yeah.
leaving him there, we don't need to go to the numbers. So I'm going to put them two up there for now, so we can go to the numbers. Yeah,
Alright, cool.
because I didn't think it would be this damn easy. Right? It's a fan cave. Who has the biggest Spanish? Sorry, what Spanish midfielder has the biggest Premier League legacy? We've done the tier list. This is it. Thiago's floating between too early and Spursy. David Silva's been put in the GOAT by others. I haven't commented. Alonso and Fab are kind of floating between fan favourite and the GOAT, although... So, what we're going to do now, Soups, just pull this down real quick. What we're going to do now is... We're going to pull up some numbers, but bear with me.
You're going to put up some numbers, but make sure you do like and subscribe. Today's our first show.
Come on, first show
Back on Never a Foul.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the fan cave. We're in here. We're in the cave.
We want to be together. We want to be together.
So yeah, we're here.
Who's changing
Our
that?
beers, Daps,
Who is changing that?
Silva's father, and myself, Soups. We are here, and we're discussing who's the best Spanish midfielder to ever play in the Premier League.
Right.
Ever.
Let's share this. So, let's share the screen and let's look at some numbers. So, first we've got Mata, 271 games, win ratio
It doesn't matter.
52.77, loss ratio 22 point. He's going to keep doing this, innit? So it's going to keep skipping. How can I do this? How can I change this real quick? Can I?
I can't remember.
Right, so I'm just gonna keep hitting it. Mata, check out I think the important ones for this is games. We know he's played a lot, but win ratio. What stats do people really in this position care about? You tell me.
Say because it's Spanish, it's assist.
It's the assists.
Assists, yeah.
All right, so assists. So
0.2 is a
so-
bit. You think that's quite low, isn't it? You reckon?
0.2.
Yeah.
Then we move on to
Meaty,
Cazorla.
yeah.
Let's move on to Cazorla. 0.27.
Needy.
I think big chances created is very important as well. David Silva 0.3.
Hey. The media again, no?
Will you wait? Alonso 0.12.
Oh.
Media
Right,
again.
Cool. Then we move on. Fabregas 0.32.
That's media.
The highest. This is per game, Bob. And then
Wow,
0.0
meaty, boy.
0.04. Now, so on assists, we're going with Fabregas has the best assist ratio. Let's start again. And now let's look at big chances created. 0.33. Pass before the pass. David Silva, 0.39. Alonso 0, no big chances created.
Mad.
So you were saying
Not
unlocked. You said
That's
unlocked.
mad.
Fabregas 0.18. David Silva's 0.32. Thiago 0.14. So yeah. Then
That's meaty, bro.
Anything to say?
Then let's look at
from all of them.
Well, let's look at win ratio. Silva 69.26.
Yeah, sensational.
Alonso
59.
59, not bad.
Yeah, sensational.
Not bad. 57, Fab. Silva's leading that one.
The numbers are mad.
Thiago 53.
Sensational.
Only 28 games. 50. 53.
But man, this is ratio 52.
Yeah, boy.
And then Cazorla last 60.
Wow.
So Cazorla was second to David Silva.
With
Then
Alonso
we look
third.
at
Wow.
them. So then we look at goals per game. There's 3 on 0.19. David Silva, Mata, and Cazorla.
Wow.
Loss ratio, we'll have a real quick look at 16%. The lower, the better.
Yeah.
18%, 19% with Fab, 25% with your guy, 22% with it does matter, and 18%. So you know what? Cazorla's looking right as well. But and then final one, the passes. The passes. David Silva's passes per game 60.84. Alonso 38. Fab 65. Thiago 66. That was the highest.
That's nice.
And Mata 43.
Wow.
So, and Cazorla 66. So I can tell you now that overall, David Silva over the most is the highest. Since we can come off of this now. Thank you. More sharp. Throw this up again. Now we've looked at it. Now we've looked at that. Yeah, show it again. Now we've looked at that, James. Thiago's father, sorry, governments. What are we saying? Spursy?
No, I wouldn't say.
Imagine being upgraded.
I still wouldn't say
Spurs.
so.
Sorry, can I just say 0?
I still wouldn't say so.
No,
Still wouldn't
you
say
still,
so.
you still say you want to put him in fan favourite.
Yeah, 100%.
You haven't rated someone with stats that bad.
Yeah, he was a fan favourite, man.
It's cool. He's cool. So is Zeko, to be fair. You know. And so is Sean Goldberg, to be fair. I mean,
There you go.
so that's fine.
Thiago.
Lower.
I feel like we
Lower.
need to know because
No,
of the
it's too
passes.
early.
He was highest on
Yeah.
the passes. I'll put
Like
him
most
too
of that
early.
came from that Chelsea game where you them man were down to 10 men. He was
Yeah.
just passing them around the park. But you can't really call that as a.
One game.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really call that as a fair comparison. Down to 10 men, he's come on fresh as daisy, and he's just playing a game with them, man. It's not really fair.
I'd agree.
It's not really fair. So.
And then we've got Fabregas, who Fabregas was. And if I just really quick because I've got it on my phone, so I'm just gonna I'm not gonna put it up there, but
Do you know what though? Yeah.
the most assists per game, Fabregas. The best win ratio, the best loss ratio, the best goals per match, the best big chances created, the most leagues won, and the most domestic cups won is David Silva.
Do you know something? Yeah. Obviously, with all those stats and stuff that you brought up, this player, see, he's not Spanish and that, but he's very close to David Silva. It's Christian Eriksen.
You know what? We can have that another week because if we're talking about winning, he's
But
definitely
he's-
Spursy. He's 100% Spursy.
He's Spursy.
He's Spursy as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
He's about as Spursy as
But
Bruno
on
Fernandes.
stats, I know for a fact he's very close to David Silva.
Override. He'd be the best override. He'd be the wickedest override.
That's a debate I would love to have.
Cesc is not a goat for me. I'm sorry. I'm not. People just handle out goat for me.
I mean, Soups, what are the comments saying before? Because I don't want to move him. I'm too biased.
So D-Star saying how it should be is David Silva
Yep.
in the GOAT, then Fab just underneath.
What, fan favourite or
Fan
thumbs up?
favourite, yeah, fan favourite.
But I still want to put him like this. He's having a look over the line like that.
Do you know what? I'll tell you the
Having a
truth,
little
yeah.
butcher's hook over the line, isn't
Of
he?
all the years playing up against, I wanted Fabregas at United, yeah, but of all the years playing against either Silva or Fabregas, I've always been shook of Silva.
No, of course,
More
of
than
course.
I've ever been.
It's
Fabregas.
the playing in the pockets.
He controls
Yeah.
the game more. He controls the pace of the game.
When you're a player that plays in behind and in pockets, yeah, that's difficult for defenders to read. With Fabregas, he's in front of you. Everything's going on in front of you. Not to say you can necessarily stop it, yeah, because De Bruyne and them players playing everything in front of you.
Yeah.
Not to say you can necessarily stop it, but it doesn't worry you as much. Yeah. With Fab, his work, again, like a Rodri, was very much unnoticed.
Yeah.
He got the acclaim from that season where he got the most amount of assists.
Okay,
I think Silva,
you say that.
you know what, and to be fair, Silva for Spain almost plays as a false nine sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is slightly.
Exactly.
Okay, so yes. So
But
you say
even
that.
though Fabregas as well, I think that's the only time Fabregas got
Yeah, true.
minutes.
Yeah.
So this will answer it for me, what you're saying, because it all makes sense. So Fabregas, which team was he the best at? Was it Barcelona,
so you know
Chelsea,
what?
or Arsenal?
So we're agreeing that David
Chelsea,
Silva
I
is the
think.
GOAT. However,
yes, it's underneath.
Chelsea was his
right. So
best
if you're
thing.
saying Chelsea, he wasn't a fan favourite at Chelsea though.
He kind of. I think he's a fan.
I think he's a fan favourite.
At Chelsea?
People acknowledge that. Listen, I never forget. Yeah, when that man signed him, yeah, my brother, shout out, right? He's a Chelsea.
Right. So
fan.
how many fan favourites
He
is
was-
the club allowed to have? Right. Because reminded that Fabregas was playing at Chelsea when Terry, Lampard, Diego Costa.
Yeah, but them man would be throwing Lampard into goat, Terry into goat. Them man would be throwing all them man into
I mean,
goat.
however much I've
They'll be
got
goating the
opinions
whole
on
team,
Terry,
bruv.
I'd be goating Terry as well as a defender. I'd be goating Terry.
I think you kind of skewed my question a little bit.
Ask it again. I'm all ears.
So I was saying, with Fabregas, obviously he played for 3 teams for a considerable period. Yeah, in his formative years and stuff like that. Which team was he the best at? Was it
Chelsea.
Arsenal,
Hold
Chelsea,
on. The best
Barcelona?
Fabregas at
Yeah, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
That
Okay.
impact was insane.
Okay, so follow-up question: if he was the best at Chelsea, which was probably the best he ever was, you could definitely consider him as a fan favourite, massively.
So we're putting him as a
Massively.
fan favourite.
Bro.
I still think his hairline is at least low.
The thing with
I don't
Cesc,
think
yeah,
go. I don't think
you know
go.
them balls, you know them long balls over to Costa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them long balls over to Costa, yeah. Leicester copycatted that. Yeah, they copycatted it and won a league with it.
Very good shout.
Their man just said to drink water, do what Cesc did, innit? Yeah. And then Chelsea was like,
Imagine saying to drink water, do what it says.
do you know what I mean? Just do that, innit? Just get the ball and ping it, yeah.
To drink water.
That's
No,
what
well,
Chelsea
you
fans say.
know what?
And then Chelsea signed him.
You've just confirmed to me, yeah, that I mean now he's coming down here. You just said that basically drink water has managed to do the same thing as Cesc Fabregas.
But
Right?
the setup was
So
defensive.
all of a sudden, right, so you can either have Diego Costa and Cesc, or if
But a
you
lot
want
of
to do it
teams
on the
did it.
budget, go and get Vardy and
But
drink water.
But what I'm saying is that Cesc set or that setup with Cesc in it set kind of a
Kind of
thing.
similar to what you lot
for
are
the
doing
pre-
at the moment, isn't it?
I would
Bro,
say
it could potentially. You could look at it. You could look at it and go, look at when we finished second in 2014. Gerald was doing a similar thing. Deep line midfielder, getting the ball, playing them through ball, playing
Just
them
hoofing
passes,
it forward, yeah.
Just
yeah,
hit-
yeah, I hear you.
just playing them passes, them killer passes from
I
deep.
would, I'd kind of agree with D-Star. He's saying Fabregas was like Cole, better for Chelsea than he was at any other team.
100%.
Joe Cole.
I'd
Joe
agree.
Cole's better. West
No,
No,
Ham.
Ashley
no,
Cole.
Ashley
Ashley
Cole.
Cole.
Ashley Cole.
Definitely not Joe
Literally,
Cole.
the best left back to ever do it.
So, boys, we're just going to finish. Where are we putting him? 'Cause
He's going fan favourite, man. I don't-
Fan favourite for me.
You
Fan
can't
favourite.
go him. The reason being is because David Silva, in terms of everything he's accomplished in the Premier League, is so far clear of Cesc, the longevity
Sorry,
of
could
it.
you tell me that one more time?
No, it is, bro. We can't sit and beat around the bush, innit? Like everything that he's achieved in the Premier League, yeah, is so clear of all of those guys in that category below. It's clear.
All of them. Thiago, Alonso,
100%. Like we're not gonna beat around the bush.
Firmino.
Maybe not Firmino.
For me, no.
But we're not going to beat around the bush. Like David Silva is a sensational import to the Premier League. He is.
Thank you.
And no one thought he would achieve what he's achieved. No one looked at him when he come to the Premier and was like, yeah, you're going to rip it up. No one thought.
Yeah, rightly so.
Well,
Yeah, rightly so.
So that has been the first fan cave. I'm retiring from podcasting because I've had the easiest arguments about David Silva. Like when we did the domestic treble, I don't think I'm ever going to achieve any better than this, right?
It's pinnacle.
It's the pinnacle. Only joking. We're going to be here next week. Hope you've enjoyed the show. It is Never a Foul Fan Cave. Butter, our biz. Make sure you subscribe to Trafford Tunnel.
Come on.
Catch what this guy's doing on there. What we
Good
doing?
to
That
be
was
back,
awful.
man.
Let's do that again. Let's do one again. That was absolutely.
That was wild.
Nah,
Thiago's
it's good to be
father.
back, man. It's good to be back.
You've been schooled on Thiago's father still.
Yeah, it's good to be back, man.
Red Sea Podcast. Make sure you go and check that out.
Yeah, got a big week coming up this week, guys. So head over to the Red Sea Podcast. Lots going on. Yeah, just drop us a sub. Trying to accelerate our way to 600 subscribers. But it's good to be back in the cave. Obviously, this is where it all started for me. So it's nice to be back in the cave with my guys.
I'll be here.
Yeah, with my
I'll be
guys.
here.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. No, thanks for having me.
Man.
And is that going blurry, Soups? That looks mad.
No, it's cool. No, all good.
Oh,
All
it's
good.
my eyes. And then my right hand man, Soups. Come on, give me a high five. Come on, we'll do one of them because that'll slap easily. It's Never a Foul. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We will be here next show. Sunday, 8 p.m. Don't know what we're going to do yet, but we will be here Sunday at 8 p.m. And make sure you look into the Lookout Show, other channel. If you're into UK music, the Lookout Show every Friday, 10 till midnight. Lookout Show UK.
Bring back Chew the
Subscribe
Fat.
to that. Yeah, we're going to bring that back real soon. Chew the Fat. But have a good evening, people. England are playing on Friday. None of us care.
England.
One of our channels will give you some content until then. Catch you next week. Roll the intro or the out.